It's Grandpa Humbke back again, and coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. It's a glorious spring day here, and I'm taking a break from talking about my experiences as a family over the past years. Today, I'm going to talk about my present and future goals. I have always had big dreams and a great imagination. Curiosity has still to kill this cat. Way back in 1967, I was allowed to design a course for myself in creativity at the U of A. I focused on dreams and daydreaming. Research and keeping a dream journal were my focus during a 3-month period that year. That interest has always been lurking in my background, a sort of perennial flower which dies in the fall and then comes back in the spring. In 2017, I started a website, luciddreamingforseniors.com, but have not been consistent in my effort to maintain it. Perhaps a rejuvenation of that website is in order, and I need a partner. In 2018, I met Conrad, a 29-year-old Polish-Canadian magician who was running a lucid dreaming weekly meetup here in Edmonton. One thing led to another, and now we are the best of friends. In early 2019, we made a 2-week spiritual trip to the yoga forest at San Marcos, Guatemala. It was another eye-opener for me, as there were 50 to 100 individuals, mostly millennials, from Europe, Australia, Canada, and the USA, taking courses there, all on their individual spiritual path. There were 1 or 2 other elderly people there, but age didn't seem to matter. I felt like I belonged and will be back. Be sure to check out the yogaforest.org in the description below, if only to see some beautiful pictures of San Marcos. While at San Marcos, I picked up a book, Destiny of Souls by Michael Newton, that introduced me to a spiritual path involving hypnotherapy, meditation, past lives, lucid dreaming, near-death experiences, and out-of-body experiences. I had a very vivid OBE, out-of-body experience, in 1995, but told very few people about it for fear of being considered crazy. I tried to bury it deep in my subconscious, but now it was back crystal clear and having an impact. One day, I had taken Kelly and Cletus roller skating in Regina, and I fell, landing on the heel of my hand. Later on, at home, my arm would start twisting, causing unbearable pain. I got to a doctor's office and was told I had a chipped bone in my elbow. Just then, my arm started twisting and caused so much pain, I blacked out. When I regained consciousness, I found I was in my head, in the corner of a ceiling in a doctor's office. It was unreal. I was totally aware in my head that was cut off at the neck and no blood was coming out. Down below, I noticed a doctor in a white coat and two nurses bent over a body laying on the floor. On closer observation, I realized it was my physical body. The next thing I heard was one of the nurses saying to the doctor, "You had better do something quick, or we're going to lose him." At that moment, I exerted all my will to leap back into my body on the floor, open my eyes, and say, "Don't worry, I'm okay." That experience has remained with me as a strong memory, equal to the memory of the day I got married or the time I saw our firstborn daughter. It was as real or even more real than any event in my awakened conscious life. In the past, I have only related this experience to the closest of friends for fear of being judged as having mental problems. In contemplation of this unique happening at age 52, I now believe it had aspects of both a NDE, near-death experience, and an OBE, out-of-body experience. It was an NDE from what the nurse said at that time to the doctor, but to me, I was very conscious. I was certainly not about to die, and incredibly determined to get back in my body. I had a family and business to look after. An OBE, or sometimes OOBE, is an out-of-body experience, a phenomenon in which a person perceives the world from a location outside their body. An NDE, near-death experience, is a complex experiential phenomenon that occurs in association with death or the perception that death is about to happen. Another incident happened around midnight on Wednesday, March 10th, about 20 days ago. For the first time in my life, I felt that both the conscious and subconscious parts of my mind were totally aware and functioning at the same time. One was as real as the other. It was a totally new way of experiencing existence. In the past, it would seem that something had gone extremely wrong with my mind. But now I feel like I'm just waking up to a new reality of being a physical and non-physical entity at the same time. I'm a little sad that it has taken me around 70 years to wake up and become aware of my inner self, my mind. I say that because from the time I was born, until age 6 or so, I lived mostly in a world of my imagination, a child's fantasy. That fantasy was eventually drummed out of me by my environment, society, and especially schools. Now I'm 77 and secure and knowledgeable enough to return to the creative, imaginative world of my infancy. Yes, I am now as curious and eager to explore the unknown in life with the vigor and determination I had as a 2-year-old. I feel as if I know truly little and am just waking up to my immortality, eternal life. As a youth, I had bought into the fact that I needed to get an education, obtain a job, get married, raise 3 kids, and make a good contribution to life in the country I was born in. I was so busy doing this and trying to enjoy the trip in the body I found myself in that I very seldom thought about my inner world. I was totally immersed in the materialistic, scientific world to pay much attention to my inner world of mind, spirit, soul, and eternal life. Now, I'm exactly like Columbus, sailing off into the unknown and discovering strange, deeper, more meaningful worlds. I have no urge at present to go to Mars, but I am driven to go inside my consciousness and subconsciousness as I prepare to exit the temporary physical body I now occupy. Therefore, I'm now spending my time exploring out-of-body experiences, lucid dreaming, near-death experiences, hypnotherapy, and the paranormal, rather than accumulating a bigger and bigger pile of money. I still work at keeping my physical and mental body in shape, remaining free enough to live where and as I choose, to experience more of the wonders of the world I am presently in, and to learn more while facilitating the learning of others. In the last 5 years, I have come to realize that 80% of the world's population have had at least one similar experience in their lifetime. It is now widely accepted by cognitive scientists as a respectable research ID. Given that fact, plus my age and experiences, I have decided to come out of the closet and declare myself to be an OBE, out-of-body experiences advocate. Bye for now and take care. I hope to see you again next Tuesday. Bye-bye.